Whew. What's good, everybody? Will Knight here, back again with another reaction. Today's reaction is gonna be something a little different. I don't really know how this is gonna go. I never tried reacting to this channel before, so I don't know if they're gonna hit me with the band hammer or not. But I'm gonna try it, mostly because I find this video topic interesting. We're gonna reacting to an IGN video today. This caught me off guard because yesterday they put up that Samurai Jack is going to be having a video game coming out this year, and I'm a huge Samurai Jack fan. Like, that story is wild. I can't tell you how happy I was when season 5 of Samurai Jack came out, but that's not what this is. Because I was looking at that trailer yesterday for Samurai Jack. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. I won't do a reaction to that on this channel. Maybe when like a full like gameplay trailer comes out and everything. They had like little snippets of what the gameplay is, so I already know that it's gonna be a lot of Samurai Jack. Depends on how much they do for like levels and everything. But it looked like the very beginning when Jack gets teleported to the future, and then like season 5, which is the ending, because I saw the very distinct outfit changes and the fact that he was using a gun. So yeah, that at least gonna be traveling from points of season 1 to season 5, which is cool. Depends on how long the game is, obviously, but cool. That's why I didn't really want to make that a whole video, because look at that, it's only 2 minutes in and it's already over. This video caught me off guard after seeing that, though. 5 black characters who are important in anime history, or how do they put it? 5 notable black characters in anime history. Now, I think it was the Mo Lowry Oob video. Yeah. Where I talked about how there aren't that many in anime, right? So seeing this, or black people, I mean, there aren't that many black people in the anime. Like, at least ones that are truly African or African American, and that are like notable, not throwaway characters. So this is gonna be interesting, because I want to see like who they bring up, and I don't count people like Piccolo or the Fishman from One Piece, or no, I'm not taking a cop out. I want actual black people in these animes. Shoot, can't just be pulling them out of the wet work and just saying anything goes. It don't work like that, okay? Need people to stop doing that mess. And then there are some that are confusing, like Oob, and I want to say like what is his name in Bleach, because I haven't watched Bleach. Named Chad, where because they have darker skin, they people assume that they're black, but they're not. Like, Oob is supposed to be East Indian, and Chad, I think, is Hispanic. I think. I don't know. I haven't watched Bleach, so that one's up in the air for me. But we're gonna get into 5 notable black people. I know Afro Samurai is on here, at least. Bar minimum, he on here. But yeah, let's check out. Let's see who they bring up, because this is kind of cool. Do it for Black History Month. Even though, I don't see why we gotta get sequestered to it 1 month. Killer B.
Anime is something that is celebrated worldwide. As such, cultural and racial diversity in anime is deeply important, and a lot of our favorite anime
I like
films
his
and
jacket.
movies
His drip
acknowledge
is
this
something
very
else.
notion. In the Cowboy Bebop art book, The Jazz Messengers, creator Shinichiro Watanabe says that for the show, he, quote, paid a lot of attention to skin color, also to using multiple languages. One of my favorite episodes of Cowboy Bebop is Stray Dog Strut, wherein Spike is chasing down a character by the name of Abdul Hakim, who was actually modeled after NBA star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, as a kid, I also just thought it was pretty damn cool because his name was very close to mine. Then I found out later on, after some research, that my name is actually a modern transcription of Hakim. That's so cool.
Okay,
Throughout
cool.
Watanabe's works, you'll see a wealth of culturally and racially diverse characters, and because of anime pioneers like him, we see that more and more in modern anime.
Yeah, that is one thing I wanted to point out. You do see it more these days, but growing up for me, it was like.
And still more in my stash. 8 tails that beat me, the rapping Killer B.
Killer B from Naruto. While his
Hit him
rhymes
with
were
that
kind of
Date
whack,
by
the
yo.
rapping Killer B's skills as the Junchuriki of 8 Tails were pretty fresh. Killer B's story is one of adversity and how to overcome it, at least in his earlier years. He was shunned by the villagers in the town he lived in.
He got over
used
that.
rapping
I do like
as
Killer
a
B's
coping
like
mechanism to
hair
maintain a positive demeanor throughout
here.
it all. Now, I don't really need to explain you guys the long and storied history of rap music, but essentially, it's a genre of music created and popularized by inner city blacks in the Bronx of New York City in the 70s.
Yeah.
Now, that's a place that Killer B is clearly
Okay,
far
so
removed
he's spitting
from,
some
but
knowledge, and getting some. Oh, I like this.
Killer B is a character who was forced to become a hero in order to protect those around him, even though they pretty much treated him like crap. Now, what makes Killer B so admirable in the anime is how he's not only powerful, but proud. I mean, he's very, very proud. Sometimes his pride borderlines being perceived as cocky.
Bloodlust bravery makes me go ballistic. Knowing you can't stop me makes me optimistic.
But his origin story of overcoming adversity.
Killer
from
B
the
had them
illnesses
bars,
and
baby.
against the villagers and Jinchuriki can be considered an allegory to those we might face in our very own society. And possibly how to deal with it, with a smile and a song in our hearts, knowing that if we stay the course, we'll overcome it.
I'm a rap-loving guy. I got me a hunch that I just decided on sukiyaki for lunch. Yeah.
Mohammed Avdol from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, I ain't never seen JoJo either, so that is another one though that I know the characters are very diverse.
Arguably one of the best story arcs in the franchise. Honestly, it's because of Jotaro Kujo. He's everyone's favorite JoJo. Don't at me on that. You guys know it's true.
Dang.
The Stardust
I know there's a
Crusader
lot of JoJos.
also gave us the wise and powerful stand user, Mohammed Avdol. Avdol is one of the more experienced and strategic stand users and oftentimes errs on the side of caution during the group's travels. His wisdom is what makes him a dignified character.
That's kinda
and
cool.
His arcane knowledge is what
I still
makes
can't
him
watch
a
JoJo. That's a little too
valuable
anime for me.
in the
Like,
grand
I'm
scheme of
very
things
casual
with
in my
JoJo,
anime
as they set out to
watching.
put an end to Dio.
This
Now,
is
in an anime
that's a little
full
too
of
deep.
Unique characters, it's really awesome to see a person of color represented in such a bizarre world. Avdol was the epitome of badass, and his stand Magician's Red was fire. Literally fire.
Are you
Okay.
really Mohammed Avdol?
Yes, you have better believe I am.
Rocklock from My Hero Academia. Rocklock, or Ken Takagi,
Okay.
was introduced to us in season 4 of My Hero Academia.
I was about to say,
and
okay,
when
that's
I
current.
saw Rocklock sitting there at that table with the rest of the heroes, I was super excited. I mean,
True,
it's really
true, yeah, that
some
is true. He
representation
did
of such a
have
popular anime
presence.
in fact, when the simul-dubbed episode aired, I gave a shout out to the VO artist Gabriel Kunda over on Twitter. He's a very talented voiceover artist and a welcomed addition to the diverse cast on My Hero Academia. Ken's quirk is also pretty awesome. Essentially, Ken's quirk allows him to immobilize inanimate objects, freezing them in a fixed location. Now, while he may not have a large role in the ever-growing sea of superheroes in My Hero Academia, he's valued, and his presence in the anime series speaks to the ever-growing diversity we see in anime.
Okay.
Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. Now, Cowboy Bebop is one of my all-time favorite anime shows, and I think a lot of folks out there who
Also,
consider themselves
this is about to
anime
hurt,
fanatics
but I
will
haven't
definitely
seen
have it on their
Cowboy
top 10
Bebop
list.
really.
And it was on
Every
that
time
very
someone
show,
tries to
this
show
very
me
show,
this
that
anime,
we were introduced to the
they
cast
show
and
me
creator
the
of
same
Bounty
episode
Hunting
every
Program,
time.
Bebop,
Like,
Jet
I don't know how or why. Some people have picked it random. Some people have just like, let me just start you off with what the channel is. But it's the one where they do shrooms literally every time, and I just never grew into this anime because I just saw the one episode and didn't really jive with it. But it looks really good, and I like animes in the style. Like Megalobox, I watched the whole thing in it, but Megalobox is quick, so never mind. Let me not get into that.
Some of my favorite
Jet Black.
scenes
Cool.
are his interactions
Nice.
with Spike. Though the two often fight, there was always a genuine love between the two characters. Jet's taste in music is eclectic. He's a lover of jazz and
It's
blues, music
eclectic.
that originated in the Deep South and bears roots in African
Okay.
spiritual music tradition.
That was a good choice of
Voiced by the
words.
great
Eclectic.
Dean Billingsley, who
Not many
may
people use
also
that
know
word.
as the narrator from Outlaw Star, another awesome action anime that takes place in space. Jet is undeniably the essence of cool and class.
Okay.
Yo, Afro Samurai's coming!
Here we
Afro
go.
from Afro Samurai. Now, Afro Samurai was really unique in how it came into existence from the manga pages created and illustrated by Takashi Okazaki. The hip-hop and soul influences of Afro Samurai can be seen throughout the pages, and the anime was no different. One of the many things that makes Afro
That's
Samurai
wild.
unique, and I might even argue influential, was the reverse engineering process which brought the anime into existence. Now, typically, anime is made in Japan. Then we receive it here stateside, subbed or dubbed, or sometimes both. Afro Samurai was actually made in Japan for a North American audience.
Yep.
They didn't even bother to touch the VO when they eventually subbed it for Japan because, well, it was so damn good the way it was. I mean, think about it. You got Lucy Liu, Ron Perlman, who were both villains in the series, and Samuel L. Jackson,
Yep.
who, by the way, was the Afro Samurai. Afro and his alter ego slash psyche, Ninja Ninja. Hearing Samuel L. Jackson's iconic voice as Ninja was a trip and really brought the whole story to life, given the juxtaposition of Afro's quiet demeanor and Ninja's loud, frenetic energy being that little bug in Afro's ear. Not to mention Wu-Tang's
True.
RZA scored the entire series, giving it a nice hip-hop flair. Now, with all these little elements infused into one anime series, Afro Samurai had the right amount of cachet to cement its place as one of the most culturally and racially diverse anime properties to date.
Let's
I
see.
know
Oh.
something was off. I mean, your forehead is huge, bruh.
Now, there's so many more characters out there that are great representations of diversity we see in anime, like Bob Macchiato from Tenju Tenge, Canary from Hunter x Hunter, and
Yeah,
Yuki
Canary.
Ayakawa from Basquatch. All anime shows you should definitely check out if you haven't seen them yet. The inclusion of these and many other culturally and racially diverse characters bring representation to the forefront of anime. Now, I'm really curious to know who are some of your favorites. No matter your race, background, or gender, surely there's an anime character out there that you identify with. An anime
There we go.
character you see a little bit of yourself in. Let us know in the comment section down below. And for more on anime and all things everything else, keep it right here on IGN.
Okay. Hats off to you, IGN. That was pretty cool. Oh, that knocked one hair out of place, bruh. Hats off to you, IGN. Let me not mess around. That was wild. The fact that I could see it bothered me so much. Wow, that's crazy. Hats off to you, IGN, for doing this video, man. Like, especially because I know Black History Month and wrapping up and everything, but this is gonna be a thing that you can watch and just enjoy post February, and that will get talked about post February because honestly, I don't see why we sequester to a month, but that's neither here nor there. The point being that these characters, they really do help, like, people connect in different ways, especially like not just black people. It helps like black characters connect with non-black people as well. It gets people interested in them as a culture. It spreads the influence, similar to how like Rock Lock is now included in the My Hero verse. It makes it easier for other characters of color to show up in places. That's why this is important. It's not just like a black thing. It's just like the inclusion of those characters helps round out your world. It helps make different perspectives of life more accessible to different groups of people, and for the people that are similar in those surface aspects, it gives you somebody to look out for and to look up to. That's why Black Panther was such a big such a big deal when it came out in like the MCU, because now we had a forefront black superhero character in the popular MCU, even though there had definitely been other superheroes that were black before Black Panther, but on the scale and in the mainstream of what was going on then, that was pretty cool. It's why characters like Wonder Woman are extremely cool and does so well, because She does the same thing, but for women. All that to say that inclusion and just being able to connect with people from different walks of life, super important. That's why I always say that I don't do the whole, like, just allowing non-characters of those communities to pass in those communities, like Piccolo, the Fishman in One Piece, and I've heard so many. Those are the two that always like come off the top of my head. But legitimately, when you hear people argue them and just like try to defend that they fit in, no, they're not a representation of those communities, man. Like, stop just giving into taking scraps. Goodness gracious. I've been in many a Facebook argument. Whew. With that being said, guys, this was a pretty cool video. Glad I got to watch it. I guess this is my Black History Month contribution. Putting some knowledge on y'all. I talked through a lot of these videos and stuff like that so that it's not just like me taking the videos from these people and just putting it out there, by the way. So if you're ever just like, oh man, you're talking a little too much for my liking, look in the description. There's a link to the video itself. You can always watch it. But I'm just giving you my honest reaction as things come to my mind or anything. Because, you know, they work hard on their videos. You can check them out on their channels. I'm putting my emphasis or my feelings into what I'm seeing and receiving so that I can share them with you. Not necessarily so that I can watch along with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going down. Man. Now I gotta practice Dragon Ball Fighters because the game has overhauled and changed, and I'm trash. That new update destroyed me, bro. I'm not prepared. I'm not. But I'm gonna be. And y'all gonna see me come up. Hopefully. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But with that being said, I'm gonna get up on out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Will Knight. Be brave, be bold, be you, and hopefully I will be in your future. Later.